President Buhari can no longer afford to overlook Africa's greatest cryptocurrency industry. Nigeria is Africa's largest economy and home to over 200 million people, with one of the continent's largest populations of young and tech-savvy people. It is not surprising, then, that Nigeria has the highest Bitcoin trading volume, according to data compiled by usefultulips.org, which collects trade volume from the world's biggest Bitcoin peer-to-peer crypto exchanges, Paxful and Local-Bitcoins. That ascension to the forefront of cryptocurrency prominence is rooted in a sharp drop in remittances during the worst viral onslaught in human history, as Nigeria's currency, the naira, became exposed to weakened demand for its major exporting produce, combined with growing unrest among a significant number of Nigerian youths, who have no jobs and little earning capacity. Himanshu Kumar, a prominent crypto specialist, spoke in an exclusive interview about the unlimited prospects Bitcoin might provide Nigerians in terms of remittances, taking a cue from the small Central American country that recently recognized the pioneer crypto asset as a legal form of payment. After El Salvador approved Bitcoin as legal tender, numerous tiny and underdeveloped countries are now planning to legalize or at the very least regulate cryptocurrency. Using Bitcoin as a legitimate form of payment will empower Nigerians and allow them to receive money from all over the world without having to pay a large sum of money to the bank. Giving power back to the people through Bitcoin is critical, especially in a country like Nigeria, Himanshu noted. According to data obtained from Enhancing Financial Innovation and Access, a non-profit organisation funded by the UK government's Department for International Development, DFID, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the pandemic will have a negative impact on the livelihoods of 86 million Nigerian adults, 80%, by 2020. President Buhari of Nigeria faces an uphill task in reducing Africa's most populous country's alarming unemployment rate of 33% as of Q4 2020, given that more than 60% of Nigeria's working-age population is younger than 34, as well as growing insecurity caused in part by fewer available jobs and very low purchasing power among many Nigerians. President Buhari recently stated, "I believe we have a problem with unemployment. We have a problem with a large number of young people looking for food, much alone shelter or clothing. The level of poverty is nearly incomprehensible." In a recent interview, Nigeria's president stated that the Boko Haram insurgency in northern Nigeria was mostly fueled by youth unemployment and poverty. High youth unemployment is contributing to the developing discontent in certain of Nigeria's geopolitical zones. With millions of hungry and angry Nigerians becoming increasingly aggressive, President Buhari must encourage this disruptive technology since the modern world is driven by economic means of survival. Despite the Central Bank of Nigeria's prohibition on Nigerian financial institutions dealing with cryptocurrency, despite reports that only 1.1% of the total $1 trillion global crypto transactions in 2019 were illicit, Africa's largest oil producer reportedly has the world's third largest Bitcoin holdings as a percentage of GDP. The Nigerian legislative chambers initiated a study into the viability of Bitcoin, but nothing came of it. Nonetheless, Nigerians are increasingly purchasing the pioneer cryptocurrency at a premium. According to Google data, the $514 billion economy is the only one with a perfect score in terms of Bitcoin interest, which will aid places with a large number of unbanked people. Using local geographical metrics, Nigerian states with significantly less exposure to banking facilities than Lagos, Nigeria's major economic hub, had the highest level of interest in the flagship cryptocurrency on a state level, with Delta leading the list, followed by Anambra, Bayelsa, Ekiti, and Edo. This demonstrates Bitcoin's dominance in numerous Nigerian states. Juwon Adebayo, head of business development FTX African Markets, highlighted some of the benefits that the crypto economy brings to Africa's economic powerhouse, particularly in terms of increasing employment and foreign exchange earnings, as a growing number of Nigerians work remotely for leading crypto brands. The cryptocurrency business is thriving globally, with many millennials actively involved. Despite its opposition to crypto assets, Nigeria has risen to the top of the employment rankings. Following the COVID-19 pandemic, distant jobs have proliferated in the Nigerian labor force, with the youth at the vanguard of these prospects. This allows them to profit primarily in foreign currency while hedging against the uncertain local market, Juwan Adebayo observed. According to PricewaterhouseCoopers, the world economy stands to gain over $1.7 trillion in the next decade as a result of the usage of blockchain technology, resulting in numerous job possibilities. Interestingly, data from Paxful, a fast-growing peer-to-peer Bitcoin trading network, suggests that Africa's largest economy is their biggest market, with an astonishing volume of over $1.5 billion and 1.5 million Nigerians using the site. This statistic strengthens Nigeria's stranglehold on the global crypto economy. Chinedu Obidiegwu, business development lead at Luno Nigeria, also spoke about the socio-economic benefits of the crypto market for Africa's most populous country. With record-high unemployment rates, the advent of the crypto market has seen significant fintech and media companies, among others, set up shop in Nigeria, creating jobs either locally or remotely for many Nigerians. In actuality, this tremendous job possibility pales in comparison to the socio-economic gain that young and elderly Nigerians have experienced by having the potential to be a part of a really global financial system at the press of a button and make an honest living. Crypto pundits argue that Nigeria's apex bank's financial regulatory restriction on crypto assets complicates transactional and innovative processes in Africa's largest economy because the flagship crypto still relies heavily on fiat currencies despite being virtual, from pricing its value to determining ownership. In conclusion, market observers underline that investments in crypto and blockchain technology, as well as a highly favorable governmental environment, will increase Nigeria's productivity, given that information and communication technology is one of the fastest-growing areas of the economy. It is self-evident that Nigeria's digital sector would be critical in hastening the country's economic recovery from the devastating effects of COVID-19. We hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this video. Please let us know your opinion in the comments area below. If you found our content useful, please like it and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more crypto-related contents.